Hey guys, it's Kenz
and Shell.
Welcome back to the Effortless Podcast. Before we get started, I have to say my voice is like semi-shot. So if you can't understand me, it's because I'm so raspy.
I turn on the subtitles.
No, it's like I
kind of
too.
like the rasp in the voice though. I feel like I almost had...
I sound like I smoke a pack a day.
I know, but I kind of am into that. I mean, not smoking a pack a day, but the voice.
Reminds me of like, wait, did you ever watch Friends?
Yeah, I mean, not like religiously, but
like
I've seen some.
What was the song that Phoebe would sing? I feel like it's about a cat. Oh yeah, Smelly Cat. Smelly Cat. But when she's like, then she gets sick and she has a raspy voice and sings it and she like loves it and then is like mad when she's not sick anymore.
Oh.
That's what it made me think of.
Oh. That would make sense.
I'm not going to continue to sing the song, but anyways.
I feel like my voice is always so high pitched that if I do get sick, I'm kind of into it.
Yeah.
Like I like the
kind of raspy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, just a little entry note that my voice might go in and out of normal.
Yeah.
Still me over here.
You have your teeth.
My voice is like, my laugh is like, Anyways, what are we chatting about today?
This week, well, we were kind of trying to decide like what to talk about this week. And then we randomly just kind of got into discussion about, one of our mini car discussions about random things. And I felt like we started talking about like dating and relationships, like kind of just like an update.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, we should talk about this on the...
Give everybody a relationship update.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
We're still married. At this point, I'm planning to stay married.
Yeah, that's great.
So going on 10 years and 3 months or something.
That's actually crazy. That's such a long time. It's just weird that it's been that long. It's weird that it's been that long.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like pretty impressive. I feel like for like nowadays.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm joking. Yeah. We're obviously staying married. Or obviously, I never said we weren't, but of course we're staying married.
Right.
We're doing great. Thriving.
It's also kind of interesting to think about. So our age group, it's like the majority of all of our friends are married. Or like majority of our friends are married. And I feel like the majority of, at least our college friends that you and I have together, even like our friends who we had separately before meeting, all kind of got married. It's like there's like a 2 to 4 year window. It's like everyone gets married.
Well, because it's like if you meet somebody in college.
Yeah.
I think is a huge part of it, which is sort of where our discussion even started. Well, not necessarily, but as far as like, it's so nice when you meet somebody in college because then it's like you're in the same, like you kind of know enough about them that like you're with them all the time.
You don't live with them, but you live, for the most part, you live like in the same like community as them.
Yeah.
So you like literally see them all the time.
And you're like in the same mode of like life. But then if you don't meet somebody in college, it's okay. But it's harder to like trust people because you're like,
yeah.
Are you actually who you say you are? Like when you know the person in college, it's like you can see enough about them to know like
you see their friends, you know their friends, you're with them enough. And for us, both or like us, not me, you and Greg.
Yeah.
Like seeing you guys were both part of sports too. And I feel like that makes a big difference because it's like if you play a sport in college, a lot of the time you're friends with the other sports people. And so it's like you all know each other. And so it's like you know enough about that person to build that trust pretty quickly or easily.
Yes. Or like, Although initially I feel like I didn't actually trust Greg. I thought that I actually had I had a very different view on Greg than who he actually is, I think.
You judged him.
I judged him.
You had a stereotype in your head and
I did.
But you know what? And I feel like a lot of times for males especially is that I guess for females too, but it's like they kind of have like their like party stage probably.
Yeah.
But then when they meet the person that changed their world.
But I didn't even change, or like he wasn't really who like I thought he was.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought he was like kind of like, I always tell him this, I'm like, I thought you were kind of like a player, but he's like, I had girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like he was like,
like what you kind of originally thought.
So
yeah,
turned out to be a great guy, very faithful, you know, all the things. Great daddy. Daddy.
Yeah, but that's true. I feel like it is, well, and it's just like a point in your life when you're deciding like what you want to do with your life, and a lot of times like when you meet people, you have a lot in common,
right?
And so it's easy to just develop a relationship.
Just develop it. Yeah.
But so if you don't, where the F do you meet somebody?
I mean,
besides, like, hard. I'm not doing the online.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I feel like I've heard so many crazy stories about the
There's
online.
just like too many. And I know that it's a thing. Like, I know people who have actually done that and met their person and they're married and very happy. But I feel like you have to go through so many dates to do that. Or not only that, there's just so many of the ones that turn out like creepy crazy. Or bad or
just like weird. Yeah, I kind of feel like you should just go on some just for like fun stories for me to get entertainment out of, you know?
Absolutely.
Although you don't need to go online dating. I feel like you like anywhere you go, people will be like,
well, I feel like that's like the perception, but it's like, where do I go?
You go to the local Starbucks. You go to church. You go to the hospital.
And I go.
But you need like a patient to come in who you like nurture back to health. And like in the process of the nurturing.
He asked for my phone number.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a bad.
Yeah. To be 100% honest, I don't know if a patient asked me for my phone number, I don't know if that's like against the rules. I should probably know that.
Not against the rules.
I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I should probably know that. But
anyways, so where are you at right now? Tell us about your thoughts in your life. Your dating.
For dating. So I don't have.
Also, do you think that people can hear Nash singing upstairs currently?
I hope so.
And Jovi crying outside.
Nash should be a good guest on the podcast.
Yeah. Today was a struggle to get here, everybody. One child was screaming mama at the top of the stairs.
For a period of time.
The other one is now singing. At least he's joyful.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to you.
I don't date, or I haven't. No, it's just hard. I haven't gone on a date in a very long time. I have not been in a relationship for like 3 years.
Cool.
Which was needed, and I'm not complaining about. I'm very thankful for my
healing process,
and just my like single
girl era. Yeah,
I was reading or what was it? Oh, part of my forgiveness devotional that I've been working on. One of the things she said is a lot of times when people have come out of tough relationships, it's like you take advantage of the single time that you have, because right now it's like I really can do anything I want, or it's just such an important time to truly focus on myself and not have to focus on anybody else.
Yeah.
And it's like super nice to do that, or to have that time. So I tried to change.
Well, and I feel like you went through a phase where you were like, obviously, or I feel like you've gone in and out of phases of like wanting it so bad, and then you're just like, ugh.
Yeah,
you know, but then when I
force it, being like, if there was a guy who was interested in me, it's like, oh, I could it's like I would have to change something about me to fit into that, and it's like that is not what you want to do. Obviously,
they need to change themselves to be fit into your
not
life.
Even like that, nothing like dramatic, but just something where it's like I knew it wouldn't work long term, but it's like really
easy to like
have somebody to like hang out with and talk to and do
and like try to make it work, even if you know it's not right for you. Yeah.
So that's hard. I feel like right now that I'm like definitely getting to the spot where I would be super open to a relationship. I'm literally starting from ground zero, which is like I have nobody that I'm like talking to right now, or like,
but you kind of have changed your type.
Yeah.
To like
Joe Jonas.
Joe Jonas, really,
I'm just kidding.
Cute physicist.
Oh my gosh.
Your little.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of if you're like uber smart for some reason,
It's like really gets you.
Really is like attractive to me all of a sudden. Not that like I only didn't like smart people.
But like the ones that are like really
saying.
smart.
Yeah.
They really get you.
Mm-hmm.
Get you going.
Yeah. I had told Kenz I started clinicals recently. And this department that I'm in, I'm like loving it. But anyways, there's like physicists who work there, which
like,
I don't even,
what do they even do?
Right? It's like so cool. They are like freaking brilliant. They like take this specific department that I'm in. They work with the physicians and like medical staff to make out treatment plans for radiation therapy. And it's like literally incredible. One of the physicists was like explaining it to me and like walking me through how they do it. And he's like showing me all this stuff. And I'm literally just staring at him. My mouth is probably like wide open. I was like, he like finished talking. I'm like, yeah.
Did you start making out with them?
But I'm just like, I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, you are freaking brilliant. Like,
and he was
beyond.
Yeah. But then you were like kind of flustered when you were telling me about it. So you were
because I was like, wow, it was like I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is like so attractive that you're like, so smart.
But he's not your typical type.
He's like 0% is he my type. Or like my physical type. For sure. No.
Yeah.
But
Joey's screaming for me again.
I know. But anyways, so I feel like, that's kind of changing. But I definitely do still have a type. And
I think also you've kind of gotten to the point where you literally aren't gonna settle. You've already you were already at the spot where you were like gonna settle. Yeah. And then you've come out of that. And so now I feel like you've really realized like, your value is too good for anything less than what you deserve.
Yeah. So
that's good too. Because I feel like that makes your standard just higher than it should be. Because ain't no rando getting his hands on you. Shoot.
Rando.
Ain't no randos up in here trying to touch you.
That's right.
Man. That's the other thing is it's hard to distinguish between just trying to get it on like Donkey Kong and actually being in a relationship.
That is so true. So I feel like in like the past like year or so, there's been like a couple guys who have like showed interest that I've like communicated back and like never actually was in a relationship with, but like
hold on, pause that. Let me message Greg really quick and see if
she
sounds like she's coming down the stairs. I hear her.
I hear her little footsteps. Oh,
Jovi is downstairs. ... Can you please come get her? She is at the door. We are mid record.
Oh,
sad.
It is sad.
At the door.
Is Greg outside barbecuing?
I think he's cooking burgers on the fire.
Oh, on the fire. Wow.
Nash already made a sausage and a burger on the fire. Jojo, go upstairs.
Do you want me to give her a sucker?
I don't know. That might prolong the process of...
Poor Jovi. Does that just like make your heart sad?
Well, she's fine. She's safe.
It makes me sad.
Yeah. Anyways. Where's Greg? I'm confused why she wandered in and down the stairs. Sorry, folks, for this mid-session interruption.
Oh, I
hear
somebody. They're coming.
Who's coming? Oh, somebody's trying to open the door.
Had to lock it?
Yeah.
Oh.
What is going on?
Aww, poor baby girl.
Okay.
Open it?
No.
Oh.
Hold on.
We thought you're in the entire sheet. Great. She's at the door downstairs. Come get her.
Greg's just chilling by the fire, chowing down his burger. Oh my gosh. Nothing like some real life here to
add to
the pod. Sorry, you guys can fast forward through this section. It's really exciting. Okay. Anyways, back to guys trying to get it.
Well, I feel like there's been like a couple guys like in the last like year or so that I would say have showed interest.
Yeah.
But the communication like very early on, and this is like before any sort of like multiple dates or anything, but just the communication, turns sexual so fast.
Yeah.
Like it's so quick, and I'm sad. So, which is like such a
is that like
on kind of because it's kind of, I mean, it's just annoying, I guess.
Yeah,
more than anything, because you're like, okay, you obviously
that one guy that was like, right, it was like, you should come give me a massage.
Yeah,
like okay, bro, so, like
second time communicating,
but you hadn't even met in person.
Never.
So like, no, bro, I'm not going to come give you a massage.
Just, or like,
who do you think I am?
Well, yeah. Or like wanting pictures. Or
yeah.
Like, and I'm like, no, like I don't. So, and then also then that just is such a turn off. So I'm like, ugh, guys suck.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to know people's intentions.
Yeah.
I think is the main part. Mm-hmm. So then it's like, well, where are you supposed to find somebody? Which makes it like more appealing to go with somebody or to like explore people that you've maybe know already.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't know. It's just hard.
It is hard.
So what's your next move? What's your next step?
I think right now I'm just so busy with like the goals that I've set for myself that I'm just going to keep focusing on those, and depending on like where those take me, like maybe I'll meet somebody in that realm, or like I feel like
they say though, like a lot of times you find somebody when you're not looking.
Yeah.
So
just keep your eyes closed.
Walk around.
But yeah, I feel like just focusing on myself right now and just trying to like have that mindset that to like not take advantage of this time, and then not let like society, because I feel like a lot of times people get married and have kids because that's like what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Or, like if you're in your 30s and you're not married or don't have kids, like you're really behind or something. So just like letting that go and just understanding that I'm not, or I'm still like young. I can still like meet somebody.
Yeah.
And
you have a lot of years ahead of.
Yeah. Whether that there's like kids or not, like accepting the fact that maybe I don't have kids and that I just like spoil the kids that are in my life.
Yeah.
You know?
Just which is fun too.
Yeah.
Or I feel like that's the other thing is I feel like everybody's like expects everyone to have kids.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of people don't want to have kids, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I feel like I've been very driven just like in my career. So it's not like I'm like not doing anything or have like nothing going on or something.
Yeah. This is a total side note, but I just have a medical question for you.
Yeah.
Or did you need to say anything else?
Okay.
I read somewhere that like if you have it itch, like I feel like my back is itchy a lot. I also have like a ton of moles on my back.
Yeah.
Is it true that they could be like skin cancer if they're itchy?
Usually they like change color.
I can't see my back.
You should look at or have.
It's just my back's been itchy and sometimes I feel like it's on a mole.
Yeah.
So
I think it's cancer. But
if you could take a look at that later, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
That full skin. I feel like I haven't gone to the skincare or the dermatologist. I've been working on my skincare routine, but I haven't gone to the dermatologist in like a couple of years.
Yeah. I mean, you do have a lot of moles,
so many moles.
So you should get them.
Do you go? You get burnt all the time.
I know. Last time I went was like when I was in LA.
You did go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
My moles looked at.
That's great.
Freckles.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dating's weird. And it's so weird now. I feel like nowadays it's like, or like you said, if you haven't met somebody in school or at like your job originally, it's kind of like weird when you meet people. Yeah.
Which they're still out there.
Yeah, they're totally out there. And I feel like if you just do what you like. So
yeah,
what you're interested in, if you just like keep doing that, like there's a chance that you'll meet somebody, and if they're there, then obviously
because like you'd rather go do something that you actually enjoy and like would want to do with that person versus like I'm gonna need to go to the bar because that's the only place to meet somebody.
Yeah,
but it's like, well, it's not actually,
right?
You know,
yeah,
that's good.
But also, what I was gonna say when we first started talking too is when or I feel like all of our friends or most of our friends have gotten married and are married, and like statistically,
they're gonna start getting divorced.
Yeah, like there's a portion that if statistics continue as they are, like a portion of them will get divorced, and it's just so interesting to, not that any of them are getting divorced right now, but like it's just weird to think about all your friends who are married, and it's like you can't imagine them getting divorced right now.
Yeah,
but like
statistically,
they probably will. Some of them
they're all done.
Not all of them.
It's too bad. You guys are screwed.
But like a portion of them most likely will.
Yeah.
But
remember how there was like that statistic about PLU that it was like behind, I think BYU or something, as far as like the highest number of people to find somebody and get married like from college,
which was like super.
But the thing is, a lot of people I feel like at PLU met people and got married. Yeah.
I beat the statistic.
I didn't. I'm part of the statistic.
Yeah, that is actually super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if there's, I wish they would do like the reverse and see like how many of them like never or ended up and stayed together like their whole lives.
Yeah.
I mean, like I wish you could.
Yeah. You're really set on all these people getting divorced.
No, we're not.
How much of them made it?
I don't want anybody to get divorced who's married.
I know.
But it's just weird to like move into that part of your life where that thing or that type of situation happens.
Yeah.
Especially like people who you have known their whole relationship.
Yeah.
So
Greg and I are not going to be that statistic.
I know.
So.
But no, I don't think you will.
You don't think?
No, I know.
Gosh, Shelly.
You're not getting divorced. Oh my gosh, everything I say.
I'm just kidding. No, you're
good.
Yeah.
But I also was like kind of hoping that I want some of any males who listen to our podcast to like comment on this episode. And I wish that we could get like a male's perspective as far as like being in your 30s and like where do they want to meet girls?
Yeah.
Or like where
do you guys want to meet the girls?
Like what?
Where do you want to meet Shelly?
What, in your opinion, like, is it more likely, like, would you go up to a girl like at a sporting event? Are you more likely to only go up to girls like in like a social place like a bar? Because it's like that's like known to happen.
Right.
Versus somewhere that's like or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like interesting to know. Yeah. Or like is online like the way to go in their opinion?
I mean, I don't necessarily think guys want to have to do online either. Or like Greg is always like, I would not want to do online if I wasn't married.
Yeah. I mean, it seems just, online is like so impersonal and I feel like you have to talk to so many people and
you really don't know what you're actually getting.
Yeah.
But you do, I feel like regardless of where you meet somebody, you kind of do have to put yourself out there a little bit.
For sure.
Or like do things that are uncomfortable as far as like be open to going and like if you see somebody, why can't you go up to somebody and say,
I don't
hey daddy, are you a daddy or not?
I feel like I'm so traditional in that sense of like I would want the male to approach me.
Mm-hmm.
But then a part of me is like, I only want the ones that I'm interested in.
But I think that if there's somebody that you saw that was like, he's mine, I feel like you could you would like definitely flirt with him. I feel like you would find a way to kind of sneak on in there.
Without like physically walking up to him.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like she would make it happen. You might like to think it's like traditional, but you'd be over there like giving him the flirty eyes.
But I don't think I would have like, unless I was like drunk or something, I don't think I'd have enough like courage to like walk up to some rando.
You were really into the guy on the holding the street sign the other day too. I almost gave him
street sign
or the stop sign. Remember, you kept driving by the like roadwork guy, and I literally almost stopped and gave him your number because you talked about him so much.
There was some construction going on between mine and Kenz's house, and I drive to Kenz's house like that day particularly.
It was like a lot for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And there was construction going on, and there was this guy, and he was cute.
Yeah.
Very attractive. He was like
suspenders.
He had suspenders with the t-shirt. For some reason, I was really into that.
Yeah.
By the end of it, we were waving.
You should have given him your number. I almost did. Almost drove by. Hey, my friend thinks you're cute.
Yeah. So maybe that's how I'll meet somebody.
Roadwork.
Yeah. Driving by multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it can be just so random. Like if you think of like how many people meet people randomly.
Yeah. Or like how many people there are in the world.
Yeah.
You just need to go on more vacations because that like exposes you to so many more people.
For sure.
So we should probably book something.
I'm not opposed to that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, if anybody has any great dating advice or where you could meet people, let me know.
Or if you have any friends for Shelly.
Like pimping myself out.
No,
also I'm just like interested to hear other people's take on it because I mean the single people that I talk to all have the very similar
views on it.
Yeah. As far as like females.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to a ton of like males about it. But a lot of the nurses I work with are similar age to me and they have tried the online thing and they have the funniest stories.
Oh yeah. I know. I want to get some online daters.
We should.
Stories. That would be funny.
They're so funny. And like, yeah. But I don't know.
Hopefully have that as a guest, which we still are having our first guest shortly. We just have to arrange that and get our life together here.
Yeah.
Also worth mentioning, we are going to be taking the week of Thanksgiving off.
Oh yeah.
Thanksgiving break. So we'll be here next week and then, and then the following week is
Thanksgiving.
Or wait, is this the last week before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because next week is Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh. Or like we have this week that we're doing this and then
so the following next week we will not.
Next week we are taking Thanksgiving break.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. I was thinking we had like one more before that.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the time is like flying.
It is. Anyways, is there anything else that you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I felt like I said all of the main points. I'm hoping that people give feedback.
Yeah.
On this one.
Feedback. Give us feedback.
Because I want to know
everybody's opinions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you have like a really cool story of like how you met your significant other. I love asking people how they met their significant others.
That's so true.
Because sometimes it is super random and like you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, funny. I met him in, I was going to say the bathroom, but
bathroom?
It
was super sexy.
I accidentally walked into the men's bathroom.
That would be a good way.
Funny.
That'd be so funny.
When I saw him at that urinal.
Really got
it was over. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Anyways, send in your stories or if you have any feedback on a single 30-year-old.
Right.
How to
send them Shelly's way.
Yeah.
And have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
So thankful for you, Shelly.
Are you going to go around and have your kids say everything they're thankful for?
Yeah.
I love when they do that because I feel like kids say the funniest things.
Yeah, should definitely do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for listening. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Effortless Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts and share with your friends. We love you. We're thankful for you.
Yeah.
Thankful for you. Okay, bye.